गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Dear friends, yesterday I told you the story of Baba who came to Shirdi as a young lad of 16 years and how he again left Shirdi. Today please listen to the story of Chand Patil. Chand Patil is the head of village Dhupke near Aurangabad. Once he went to his friend's house near Aurangabad by his horse. While at this time of sunset, he lost his horse. He searched for his horse in and around Aurangabad for 2 months, yet he could not find his horse. He thought of returning back to his village, and he is coming to his village on the roadside under a mango tree. He saw a fakir sitting there. The fakir called Chand Patil, please come here and have your chilum. Then the Chand Patil went to the fakir. Baba asked, why you are sad? Then the Chand Patil replied, I lost my horse. Oh, Baba said, is it? Did you search that side? Then, though Chand Patil previously searched all the places, with the faith in Baba's words, again searched there. To his surprise, he found his horse there. Chand Patil at once jumped onto his horse and again he came to Baba. The fakir offered him chillum. Both of them had their chillum, and then Chand Patil thought this fakir is not an ordinary person, he is a great Aulia. He invited fakir to his house. There Baba stayed in Chand Patil's house for 2 weeks. During that period, Chand Patil's nephew's marriage is fixed and the bride belongs to Shirdi. The marriage party all set to go to Shirdi, and Baba also accompanied Chand Patil. The moment they landed in Shirdi at Khandoba temple, the priest of Khandoba temple, Mahalsapati, called Aavo Sai. The fakir then prepared chillum. Chand Patil offered namaskarams to fakir and asked to teach him the knowledge of Brahma Vidya. Because of Chand Patil's earlier life samskara, fakir accepted the invitation of Chand Patil to stay in his house for a couple of days. How great Chand Patil, what kind of acts he did in his previous birth to get the opportunity of praying daily the foot of a great saint who is no other than God himself. On reaching Shirdi, they alighted in the premises of Khandoba temple. All the bullock carts are arranged in a manner that look like a garland of flowers. The moment the fakir getting down from the car, the priest of Khandoba temple called him Aavo Sai. Mahalsapati, priest of Khandoba temple, recognized the fakir as the boy who left Shirdi earlier and therefore called him Aavo Sai. Having seen the boy returning to Shirdi after so many years, Malsapati, the priest of Khandoba temple, with heart full of love and with open eyes offered worship to Sai. There is a great power to the uttering of Malsapati, a great devotee of Khandoba, who called Fakir as Sai, and since then everybody called him as Sai, Sai. Such is the power of Bhakta's word. The word Sai is the combination of Sa plus E. Sa has so many meanings and E has a powerful energy. So if they combine together, we cannot say what word is not there and what energy is not there in that word. If we add Sri to Sai, it becomes more powerful and can be called as Chit Shakti. The marriage of Chand Patil's nephew completed in Shirdi, and the marriage party returned to their place, Dhupke. But the Fakir Sai remains to stay at Shirdi. Chand Patil, though sad to leave his master in Shirdi, accepted the advice of Sai and used to visit Shirdi once in a way to see his master. This is the end of second chapter.